Welcome to the Long Range Pursuit. I'm Aaron Davidson. On today's show, we're doing part 2 of our Western Lands elk hunt. We're early season elk hunting, and we're following guide J.J. Lund. J.J.'s taken some great bulls on this property, and this year he's bought a hunt for himself. He's expecting to take a nice bull. He's got his family up with him. His dad's 82. This might be the last hunt that they're able to share together. We've got a good hunt in the works.
Well, it's a windy morning this morning, but we're up here with Rusty Hall and Western Lands Hunting Company. We got J.J. Lund here looking for his first bull, and we've got bulls all around us, but nothing that he was ready to shoot yet.
How big does it have to be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We still haven't got that figured out yet.
Right.
Something I can hang on the wall and be like, wow.
JJ's been shooting a bunch this summer. He actually came to one of our shooting schools up here at Western Lands, and he's a crack shot. So I think if we get something worth shooting, he's gonna put it down. But just gotta find the one, eh?
Yeah.
We've got a couple of bulls we've seen out here on this face, maybe 2 miles out there. Looks like it's a pretty good spot, but boy, that just had maybe 10 seconds to look at him before he hit the thick stuff. And he looked big to me, and he looked big to Rusty, and we tried to get the shooter on there to look at him, and he just couldn't quite get on him quick enough, and he disappeared. But it's got to be over 350 to get JJ to pull the trigger today, so we're looking for a big one. That big clearing, and then there's a little teeny clearing straight below it. Well, that was a pretty good bull. Good enough for Wyoming boys, but apparently Utah boys have a little different standard. We measured him up, got the old calculator out. What, 326?
Yeah.
We're looking for like 340. I think we can probably talk him down to a 340 if we see one, but not 326, huh?
Problem is, I've just been in here, and the first bull I ever guided was a 366, so I know they're around. These guys are helping me find him, so I figured I better take advantage of all the eyes and make sure he's a big one.
The Gunwerks rifle stock is made on precision self-molds. Each stock must be configured to match the barrel contour and action length for the individual rifle order. The Gunwerks bedding system features an aluminum bedding block system to precisely interface the action and stock. A rifle stock is organic in shape and requires a custom holding fixture that matches the contours. The holding fixture requires a location hole which also serves as a holding clamp. This fixture ensures consistent hole location. The stock is loaded into the fixture and the holding nut is securely tightened. The machine program loads the proper tool and then begins the inletting process. A 1Z2 ball nose mill is selected to cut the curved barrel channel inlet. The barrel channel will match the exact dimensions of the rifle build contour. A 1Z2 flat mill removes the bulk of the stock material in the bedding block inlet process. A 1Z4 end mill finishes the bedding block inlet and machines the cutout for the trigger group and safety. The final pass cuts the rear tang contour to precisely match the rear action tang. 2 holes are drilled to accommodate the 1/2 inch pillars that are integral to the bedding block. The fixtures allow one top and one bottom operation to be executed at the same time. The bottom operation uses a 1Z2 end mill to machine the inlet required for the floor plate assembly. A finish pass with a 1/4 inch end mill removes the material left in the corners of the magazine box and in the trigger group area. This rifle stock is now ready for final assembly.
It's midday, everything's bedding down. We're done with the glassing for the day. We've got one more plan to get up in there, do a little bugling, see if we can stir them up, maybe move in, see how big they are, size them up.
Hopefully get a good one to get a shot in.
You think this stupid mouthful was? Hey, we're up on top here. And the spot those bulls bedded in, or at least the last spot we saw them, is just right over this knob. Rustin's set up. He's going to do some cow calling. We're going to get the gun set up, see if we can get him to peek out over the hill, size him up, see what we got. It's pretty cool your dad's with us. He's sticking to us pretty good.
Yeah, he's 82 years old and he don't want to miss this for anything, so.
These guys are going to go ahead and push up that draw. Cow call a little bit on the way up, see if we can stir those bulls up. When they come out over that saddle, they'll be open. We'll see them. They're big enough. Hoorah. Short main beams.
Say bye-bye.
Well, we were there. It was awesome. It was fun. We were set up. Aaron had him ranged just right for me. He just quite wasn't the bull that I was looking for, though. I'm looking for that real exceptional bull.
If you're going to take the step to reload, we need to make sure we understand how to reload safely for our rifles. Now, we're going to reference for our maximum powder charge a reloading manual from like Hodgdon or Spear or any other bullet or powder maker that has published a manual. And we're going to take that information and apply it to our loads. Now, they have a maximum charge listed, but that charge was developed with a specific barrel, chamber, a certain lot of components, and just because it was safe in that barrel doesn't mean it's going to be safe in yours. So we need a common sense method to double check those numbers so that when we're reloading our cartridges that it's safe. And essentially the technique we're going to use monitors the flow of brass around indentations or cuts that are in our bolt face. Your brass is up against the face of that bolt, and when you reach a certain level of pressure, the brass will start to flow around cuts, like for instance in this Remington style bolt in the ejector. In a Remington style, you have a square notch that's an ejector, and you're going to monitor the case head and watch that brass flow. And as soon as you start to see some marks, on a Remington style, you'll see a little half moon shape. We call that a smiley face. If you see a smiley face, you need to back off. If you see a full moon, then you know you're way overloaded and it's time to bring that back down again. Now the test requires us to take a series of cartridges that are loaded. I prefer like a half grain increment, somewhere between our minimum and maximum loads. In this test, we're going to use the 6.5 284 Norma. We're using a 140 grain Berger bullet. The online data at Hodgdon.com tells us that 45 grains of Hodgdon H4350 is our maximum. So I'm going to load up a series of data starting at 44 grains up through 47.5. Now I'm deliberately loading beyond that maximum so I can illustrate what that brass flow looks like. It's a very simple deal. I'm going to take this back to our shop. We're going to shoot in our Savage snail system, and then I'll bring these back for examination. All right, what we're looking for here is an indicator that the brass has begun to flow around that ejector cutout on my bolt face. Usually it'll show up as that little half moon or smiley face. So I'm looking for anything curved there. That's my starting load. Now for contrast, here is that overloaded round, and there's an obvious mark. So our goal is to find the point where that mark just appears, and then we'll back off half a grain. So let's jump down here to 46 grains. Mark is there. 45.5 grains. I've got a real small mark, and 45 grains. Now in this case, it looks like the Hodgdon manual is correct. I take the 45.5 grains, back off a half a grain to 45. That gives me my maximum powder charge. A different lot of brass, a different model or brand of brass would give us different results. So do it with new components, with the components that you're going to use to reload. And that will help you determine your safe maximum powder charge. I'm Aaron Davidson, and now you can do it yourself. All right, we're doing a little shooting here. JJ's accepted a challenge. We told him that if he can shoot as good as we can, put that animal down in his tracks in one shot, we're gonna build a gun for him. We got him kind of excited and finally talked into shooting that really nice bull with the long fourths that we saw this morning. I think we've increased his size to that 340 class. So we're ready. We're ready.
So we're probably 1250.
1250.
Got the black on it?
Got the shadow underneath it, or the one's got the black on the top middle?
Yeah, black one. The one with the black on the top middle.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
A little low, but dead center.
Hey, okay, so you're, holy piss, you're probably half minute right, half minute low.
Woo! 6'5", baby!
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Oh man, I
I'm gonna do another one.
think I'm in jeopardy here. I might have to be wielding a gun. Dude, nice shot.
Well, I think that's all we need right there, boys.
Yeah, I think it's on.
Yeah.
We got some good data. Now I've got 3 different setups here, and all 3 of them are different. Now the first one that I have here is my Outdoorsman tripod. This is the tripod that I pack and carry all the time for my spotting scope. All we've done is added the long-range rifle support on the back end and a little homemade adapter on the front end, and they make one that you can sell. I kind of like this one because it's smaller, a little more compact. But you just add these 2 components and all of a sudden you've got an awesome front support and rear support. Real big adjustments for elevation on the front, and then a little fine elevation adjustment on the back. So once you get in here and you get steady, you can get that up and down just perfect. Now the only thing you have to deal with here with a single rear support in the back is a little left to right wobble. Once you get down in there and you get your arms supported on your knees, this can be an excellent rifle rest system. I feel confident shooting at 700 yards off of this platform. This next unit that I have is the Tri-Claw PS. Now all that this is my standard spot and scope tripod. Now this is a little heavier tripod. This is a Manfrotto, and I've got a 701 HDV head, nice fluid head. You add this Tri-Claw PS, and it's just a little unit you can carry in your backpack. It clamps onto the rifle itself. Now once I've got it clamped on the rifle, we attach it to the tripod head, and this one gives us some really awesome flexibility for changing your angle up and down and left or right. If you're shooting a lot of coyotes or varmints, this type of situation is really awesome because it doesn't limit your left and right adjustment. You can still be steady by moving back and forth. Now, unlike the Outdoorsmans, we don't have a separate front and rear support system. So you find that you have to build some bone support into the way you're setting up your rifle so you can get really good point of impact. I feel really confident 500 to 600 yards with this type of setup. If you take and add a little cheater on the back end and put a set of shooting sticks back here, now with a little down pressure on your cheek, now I've got a system that I feel super confident with out to 900 yards, 1,000 yards and beyond. You can even stand everything up and do kneeling or standing positions with this type of equipment. But adding that little extra rear support makes this rock steady. The last system is the Caldwell Field Pod, and it's kind of like the Tri-Claw PS, except it comes with its own built-in tripod. And it's got a cast aluminum head here that has tilt and pan, so you get that same fluid adjustment for up and down and left and right. Now again, really suitable for applications like varmints and predators. or shooting out of a blind, this is a good system because it also doesn't clamp onto your rifle. So you can get a good free recoil, nothing's changing your point of impact. So shooting from a sitting position, you need to practice with your gear, and you need to have gear that you're going to take with you. So every different application might have a different type of product that's suitable. The main thing is that you use it, you're comfortable with it. Even a little deal like this Stony Point's pretty handy, but they're really difficult to learn how to use. Don't wait till you're in the field in a clutch situation to try to learn how to use this equipment. Spend some time practicing, explore what works for you, adopt that, the stuff that doesn't, put it off. Make sure you find things that you've proven in practice situations that work, and take it with you on your next field experience. I'm Aaron Davidson. For more shooting tips on how to get the most out of your shooting system, go to longrangepursuit.com.
Very low drag, or VLD bullets, are optimized for long-range ballistic performance. With the longer links, the distance between the center of pressure and the center of gravity also increases. A bullet in flight also adopts an angle of attack between the bullet's spin axis and the flight path. An overturning moment tries to push the center of pressure over the center of gravity, causing the bullet to tumble. By spinning the bullet fast enough, the gyroscopic effect makes the bullet's axis resist the overturning moment, similar to a spinning top. A properly stabilized VLD bullet may be spinning 250,000 RPMs when it leaves the muzzle. Different calibers, weights, and shapes will have different requirements for stability. Before you select a long-range bullet, view the manufacturer's website for recommended barrel twist rates.
We're going to set up on the knob we're glassing off this morning and see if we can catch that bull. He's going to come off of one of these three ridges. Depending on which one, we'll bail off the mountain, close the distance, and dope the wind, set up the shot, take him, huh?
Sounds great to me. Well, we got this bull just about where we want him. He's just right there in our range. Just kind of waiting for him to get a good shot.
If they come out in that range, that's 776.
Nice shot, buddy.
Soaked it up.
Nice
Got him.
shot.
Put another one in.
Right behind that brush.
He's not going anywhere. He's going down. You got him, Jim. If you can, put a shot in.
As soon as he stops.
532.
Third of the way down from the back.
Put a quick in. Yep. 531. You're good. Yep. Take put in one. Good.
There you go. You nailed him. There he is. Woo! That's the way.
Boy, that kicked up a little dust, didn't it?
Man, that took forever. Good shot.
That was the marathon. Give me a 5 back here.
Gee.
Way to go, man.
Yeah.
Brother.
Talk about him waiting, huh?
How's that neck feeling?
Oh,
No,
good
man.
job.
Good shot. There he is.
You got him?
I think so. Yep, he's right there.
Sweet.
You down?
Yep. Roll down.
Oh baby, look at that bull. Let me see that gun. Good deal.
Oh yeah.
Holy
Look at that
smokes.
stud, huh?
Look at those swords.
Holy moly.
Woo!
That beats the 21 you were guessing, don't it?
Yeah, that's a bull right there.
Nice.
Oh man.
Oh, he's pretty. The big turn-up too. Those are gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Way good third on this
Look at
side.
that.
Oh wow.
Holy smokes, how big is that? That's more than 24 almost, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a monster right there. He's gonna look good. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Give me a high five.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Trav, Rusty, everybody. This is awesome. Hey, what do you think, Dad?
It's all right.
Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
Yeah?
You look good in your living room.
Yeah? Could you see him pretty good from up there?
No, I was watching some others.
Too many to look at,
I didn't even know where he was.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Good shooting, huh?
That was a great bull. JJ did a good job shooting. He didn't win the one-shot challenge. He took a follow-up shot, but we're still going to build him one of our Gunwerks rifles. JJ was a lot of fun to hunt with. Same with the Western Lands crew. Any chance we can get, we're going to be down there hunting with the Ensign Ranch and the Western Lands group. I'm Aaron Davidson. Join me next week for another episode of Long Range Pursuit.
What the heck, man?
We'll go halfway.
Halfway?
Two shots,
You already were
maybe
halfway.
halfway. We'll get you hooked up.
Oh.
That is awesome.